I'll give you a game review. All right, this is my 2024 first playthrough game review. Chat, guys. Some of you guys are not gonna like this. Okay. I think we're in the biggest Glazer slash like Dick Rider era, and I hate using those terms. Where like you have to abide by the public opinion, otherwise you get crushed. And it's caught in this spiral where nobody talks about things they don't like because they don't think that their opinion is going to be liked, and nobody says anything true anymore, and it's disgusting. And it's the same thing with game reviews. Game reviews are getting clapped by weird, trend glazing fucking gamers, and anybody that didn't put a 10 out of 10 on the DLC got crushed by like the whole internet. But the reality is that the DLC is not a 10 out of 10. I'm sorry, it's just not. Say what you will. Okay, say what you will. Whether it's for difficulty, pacing, whether it's for like open world aspect or map, diversity in items, diversity in monsters, it's just not a 10 objectively. It's just not. For me personally, with this build and whatever, I had a pretty easy time, quote unquote easy time, compared to other people that are playing that I'm looking at, right? I'll still give it like a... Dude. I'll give it an 8.8. And most of that is for the effort that they put in behind the scenery, the music, some of the backdrops, some of the level depth and what they look like. Like the actual terrain and props and everything is insane. The art is actually crazy. It's like ridiculous. Like, look at this. See this? You get that in every zone possible. And this isn't just it's like some background art. All this is like in the game, you know? And even though the game has a lot on top, the game has a lot under it too. The game has more verticality than I think all the fucking Dark Souls combined, brother. Except for Dark Souls 2 because you can go all the way to the bog, but that doesn't really count. Like, dude, half the map is under the map. I think that gives it a cool level of depth that I actually enjoyed. I enjoyed going down and up places that they was really cool. Right? And there's a lot of like stuff in what the game looks like and the feel for it. The game is very vibey, you know, the music, everything. But since I'm talking about the cinematic of the game, whatever, when you're actually playing the game and you get caught in the scenery, it's easy to notice after like an hour or whatever that some of the terrain is empty. Like I was really disappointed in the main game. If you go down the beaten path too much, you get a dungeon. If you get to go down too much, there's a grave site with items. In this game, in the DLC, I'm not kidding, most of the outskirts of the map, most of the edges, most of the crevasses, sidelines, you go for like 3 minutes straight you see 0 monsters, 0 items, 0 anything, nothing different, and then you find like 1 owl that gives you like 1 feather when you kill it. The owls you find everywhere else. And it's like, dude, like, I don't mind exploring, but if you get your player used to exploring getting nothing, like over and over and over again, you're gonna foster a behavior where the player's gonna explore less. That's what that is inherently what happens when you don't reward a player for exploring it, which really sucks. I get it. A lot of the zones are hidden and you have to explore and it's cool, but most exploration ends up doing nothing, or a cookbook.